Hi everyone. Right, I did say that today I was going with my sister to York, in Yorkshire, where they do the miniature fair. I normally go along with Julie, as you know, and unfortunately it was the first year that I've gone without her in about 10, 15, 20 years. And it was strange, but I had my sister, my youngest sister Jo, with me. She's felt a bit better today. If you don't know, Jo's been suffering with a stomach pain and that, and she's been in the hospital and she's to go back for a camera down. But anyway, she felt good enough this morning. She walked at her own pace and everything, and we just dawdled. But when you go to York, if any of you has been, you'll know that there is a place on the second level upstairs, and it's run by a charity, and I always go there, and they always have lots and lots and lots and lots of goodies that are really cheap. So I do go there, and I mainly spend my money there. And so I'm going to share with you what I've bought. Some of the things came from another store that had sales on the main furniture, but the little tiny goodies and that, you know, I did pay over and above on an odd thing, but not as much as what I would have paid if I'd bought them from other stalls that were there. It wasn't as busy as it used to be, as we've known it. It's been cram-packed every time we've gone, Julie and I. Today there was, half the cars that were there normally parked up. Normally you can't get a parking spot. Today was plenty. There wasn't as many stalls as what there normally is, and there wasn't as many people about. So we managed to get a few things. And there is quite a few here. And that's my sister. That's her butter. She took the butter pack when we had a cuppa and something to eat. I'm going to have to give her it tomorrow. She forgot to take it off me. There's another one somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to go through with it, and you're going to see how much I've paid for things. But the thing is, I'm going to start doing some of this stuff myself. I know my policy is make what you can and buy what you can't make, but I was running short on some things. In regards to certain miniatures that I don't make. Like, take these bottle ones. I take these labels off and I stick old-fashioned labels on. And they were £1.75, and I think I got 2 lots of those, yeah. I just find them expensive, and if I could find a way to make them myself, I wouldn't be buying them at all. But I'd no bottles left. I used it in the last big miniature that I did. The shop. So I'm just going to pop it in the bag at the side of me. Now, what I did find, and I went and made myself one yesterday, was, I don't know what I've done with it. I've put it somewhere. The hose pipe, these were 95p. Well, I grab them while I can, because you not only get the faucet, the tap, you get the little thing on the end as well. And Joanne spotted these, and at 95 pence, you can't go wrong. So I think, yeah, I got 4 of them. Because I do use them in the gardens, in the witches things, in the kitchens and that I make. So yes, they were 95 pence each. So I got those as well. I'll show you my black one when I can find it. I don't know what the hell I've done with it. I had it somewhere close by. It should be here. And I thought, you know what, I'll show them. I made one. It was a black, white, plastic drainer thing as well. Hose. Get it right for you. Now, the other thing is, I got these, which are the plates. And they were £1 for 4. I don't have to keep on them what they are. I can, of course, alter them. And I will do. But I got a few plates and bits and pieces, because I want to do another kitchen. I'm just going to put that to one side. Joanne spotted this same time as me some rabbits, and again, these were 95. Well, when I do the gardens, you need a selection of rabbits. So we've got a couple like that and a white one again. You know, even £1 a time for them, to me it's expensive, and I really can't justify spending a fortune on miniatures. I'd rather make them if I can. So the other thing we bought, this, she charged me £1, which I thought was this was on the charity shop one. You know, I can take that off and put a proper face on it. And sorry, I'm stamped because I went out and come back in with my sister. We got stamped. So, you know, it's not perfect, but hey, I can prize that off and reposition that. And I always look on there for things that they might have that I can use. And that can always be painted up as well. So for £1, you can't go wrong. Now, somebody asked me if I'm going to do a bathroom. I do have a couple of baths, but because I've used them in the other bathroom that I made, then I got this one as well. The old tin bath. And that was £1.50. Again, they're a lot of money, but it is what it is. Now I got some. Oh, Raymond found these, and I do use. Oh, look, here's a cat. That was 95p for a cat. So when I'm selling these miniatures that I make, and I'm adding these little bits and pieces to them, you can see I have to charge what it's cost me in the first place. I have to. I can't get away from that. Let me just find out. There's another one of these. I got more pots and pans than I needed, to be honest, but hey ho, you can't go wrong with them. No, I don't know what I've done with them. They're around somewhere. Let's have a look. I'll find them. But there's two lots of those, mouse and mouse traps, because in the vintage kitchen, the Victorian kitchen, you need the mouse trap. It's got a little bit of cheese on, and you get 3. And that were £1.45. And I did get 2 of them. So there's another one somewhere here. I'll find it. But I like them. Really cute. And to be quite honest, if you get the pegs that are round about that size, maybe a bit longer, and take the inner workings out of it, you know, the wire, you can make them, to be honest. And then make your mice out of clay. It is simple to do, but I've got them anyway. Now, I've run out of garden tools and tools for men, you know, for jobs for men and that. But I found 2. I think Joe found one and I found the other. So it's got a few tools in there, metal tools. So that's great. Screwdrivers, spanners, hammers and cutters. So they were £2.95 each. I still think it's a lot for what they are. Joe then found this one, but again, you've got the milk churn, they've got the tea, flour, well, salt, what's that one, and sugar with the milks and a jug. They're made from wood, but they were £2.95 as well, and that was in the cheap section, I have to say. Some more cutlery, never go astray with cutlery. And there's another one here somewhere that I've just spotted. Here we are, which I found in the charity department. Brilliant bargain. But these were off one of the sellers, and like I say, 95. I've used a lot lately, so I'm only replenishing the stock I've already used. But then I found this. It had £2 on it, but then a sticker of £1, and it's the bigger ones: scissors, knives, spoons, and forks. So for £1, can't go wrong. Now, I did find a bucket. It is a metal bucket with a wooden handle, and that was 95p. What else? Oh, Ray found these, and then Joanne found some as well. So I don't know what I've done with them. But hey, miniature more bottles for when I do the half scale. It's the 12 scale. I managed to find a milk urn. A churn. Do you call them milk churn? Yeah, I think so. And that was £1.95 just for that. And I'm thinking, I'll never buy them again because I'll be able to make them. Now, when I get the 3D printer, which I'm telling you now, I am going to buy a 3D printer and I'm going to get the laser cut because I can make all of this myself. And then we can sell it in the shop. I found these. They were just a bag of leaves on the charity shop one. They're acrylic leaves, all different colours. 50 pence. But I just thought they'll come in handy when I'm doing little projects and things like that. So I'm going to put that in that box. Now, I've just dropped one of those, I think. Where did it go? I keep dropping bits on the floor and they're falling through because it's a wooden floor. They keep falling through the cracks. Oh well, I'll have to find it later. So, let's have a look. I managed to get another one of those. That was £1. That was from the charity one. It was priced at £1.60. Put it down to £1. The little dolly, the wash tub. Let's have a look. I got another one of these. Do you remember the last one I used in the Victorian kitchen? And I took this off and put brown paper on. Like they just wrap the meat up. So that's from Streets Ahead Doll's House. That was £1.45. I thought I bought 2 of those. And I ended up, when I've checked them after leaving the store, I only got 1. But I wanted 2 of those. But unfortunately, I didn't get the other one. I managed to find this one. Again, was £1.95. It's a lot of money for what it is. And I said to Joe, you know, we're going to make our own. We're going to make our own pottery and that. And I can hand paint that. That's nothing. So, for the little jug and bowl for a dressing table, £1.95. But again, you can see that even when I'm buying them cheap, on the cheap, you know, it's costing a lot of money for them. Miniatures are very, very expensive. This one is a little jug, 2 plates and a vase. And that was £1 from the charity one. These were from the charity one as well, and they were 50 pence each. But they're easy to decorate, the plates. You get oval and round ones. So I do like to do those up. This one, the stoneware, was £2 just for those. You get the lid, 1 with a lid, 1 and 2 without. Stoneware, £2 for that. I can't justify it, but it's not me making it, is it? This is a mirror which I needed for a bathroom, and that was £1 on its own. £1. You just do these sort of things. This one, £1. I think they're called tureens. But it's a deep pan one. Then I bought that, another one Joanne found, and that was £1. But it's got food in it. I don't know what it is. It's got something in it. Let's have a look. I don't know what it is. It's just got food in it. But I can do all of that sort of thing myself. I then found this one on the charity one, which was also £1. And it's a seat and the backs come off. See, a seat like that. So I bought 2 of those because I can easily cover them and I can easily use them in projects. And that's why they were £1, because the backs have come off. I've just found Joanne's other butter pat. Oh, here's the other mice. They're really handy to have in gardens and that. Now, Joe spotted this, which was a good buy. You're getting the table, the stool, and the vanity. But that was £4.50. It was still a good deal for a miniature. So a nice vintage set there. I found this one, but again it was £2.95, which is the basket with the 4 milk bottles in. But I know I can make those, so I'm going to make my own. And yeah, I just went overboard with some of it, but you know. And then this was 50 pence because it was broken, and all it is that that's come off. So a chest, I mean, that wants pinning back. And then we've got that, and I can do like a pirate's chest or something in a bedroom, I don't know, whatever. That can all be fixed up, but for 50p, and I can mend it, it's fine. It's worth doing that, and that's wood. It's not plastic, it's wood. So that's good. Some more plates that we found. These were £1. But I'm going to, like I say, be doing another kitchen. 50p for this nice vase. Actually, it was quite nice. A vase. Some say vase. We say vase. And it can be painted. But do you know what I've also seen that I want to invest in? I know, don't laugh. It's a miniature, mini turning wheel. So, potter's wheel. So I can do miniatures. Oh, believe me, I used to do pottery by a potter's wheel many, many years ago, and I love doing it. So yeah, I'll be doing that again. I will get one. And then a little jug, and that was 50p again. So you can't go wrong at that. And then 4 little cups, again 50p. 4 more plates, £1. This was a bag of little bags, you know, charms. I just thought I'll put them in the kits. Little bag of charms. And I found those. They were 50p. I'll just put them in a fresh bag, because I don't know where the bag is. I'll leave them there because there's a couple loose somewhere. Joanne found that as well. I mean, that on its own was 50p. It's a hook, you know, that you can hang your coats on or your tea towels. So expensive. We found these when we first went in on the charity one, which were the brickwork. So when I do the garden barbecues and things like that, these are the perfect bricks that I can use. £2.50. They're normally a lot more than that. So I nab them while I can. Now, another 50p one, 2 little bowls. This was £1.50 on the charity one. Now, I'm just going to show you the difference. So this one is very similar. That was £2.95 for that one. And you got 4. Right, sorry about that. The battery ran out. And I'm not sure how far I got with this, but I was just sharing with, on the end of the video, I was just checking. I managed to get these. Now, these were from the charity stall, £1.50, and they're really good quality pans. They're £1.50 for those. Then I got a white set for £2.95. A blue set for £1.95, and another blue set, which on a different stall was £2. Sorry, that's my battery. And then this beautiful, really good quality metal one. They were £3.95, but, you know, I wanted like a stew pan and that. Little plate for 10p. I don't know if I showed you that before. The lamp and the jug, and they were 50p. That's metal. And then, like I say, I think I showed you that one. I think I'll knock this off if I did. 4 bottles in a crate. And that was £2.95, unfortunately. Now, getting to these, this is all I went for. Because I get these from the charity stall that's in there. Half scale, and these are porch spindles, but I use them for table legs and God knows what. Some more spindles there. So I got 2 packs of those and 2 packs of those. And they were £1.65 for those, and that one, and these were £1.99 for those. So even they're expensive. To me, they're expensive, you know, but you lot, I don't know, you probably won't class them as expensive. Now, to the furniture that I managed to get, I really did well on the furniture. And I do have a lot of these handles, so if I can replace any, if there's any missing. This was all from the charity one. I got this mirror, which, like a cabinet. It's supposed to be like a cabinet. So, I mean, of course I can make these. Now, when I get the, what do you call it, laser cutter, I won't be buying any of these. It does open. Now, that shocked me because I didn't think it would. How much was that then? I've emptied the thing already and forgotten. What did I say? £1.50. So £1.50 for that, which can go in a bathroom. So that's good. I enjoy it. I'm thrilled with that. There's another one of those charms. I said there was some more floating about somewhere. This one, I did find some of this expensive to me, but they were charging a fortune on the other stalls that weren't having a sale on. And I think what we've found this year, a lot of people were putting stuff on to have a sale, in the sales, to get rid of the stuff they've got, because it's hard to do that. This was £4, the bureau, and yeah, that comes down, and you've got all these little drawers. And for the craftsmanship alone, it's well worth paying that. And then, of course, you've got the little drawers that all come out. Yeah, they all come out. So that's a good buy. Yeah, went from £6 to £4. But they were selling these for £20, £30, £40. You'll see on some of the pictures that I've put up, some of the stuff was way expensive. Raymond, when we went upstairs to the charity place, on the right hand side was a right at the far end was a place. I'll show you the pictures. I've got my hand holding the ticket, and they were in glass cases, and you see the individual prices. They're £300–400 for some items. I was thinking, whoa, not paying that kind of money. This one was £2.50. Again, a great deal, because I don't know, there was nothing wrong with them. Not sure if they, yes, they do open. £2.50. Not quite on as perfect, but that's fine. I'm not bothered about that. I don't like any of my things looking nice, especially when you're doing old miniatures and that. The handles are not brassy like they were, but that's fine. I'm not bothered about that. All adds to the character. Another one of those. These were everywhere. The little bag charms. This one was the £2.50 again. Not quite the same colour, but that's fine. All of them can be painted. All the drawers come out and that. So, yeah, happy with that at £2.50. I just need to find a way of getting the legs. I might have to make my own legs that shape, which I can make a mould for them. Or when I get the laser cutter. Come on, you lot, come and shop. I want to get the laser cutter, and I want to get the, what's the other thing? 3D printer. I have to get them. I don't know what that's come off. I'll have to check. I have to get them because it's going to save me and you lot a fortune. But anyway, these look like they've been used. That's the reason why. Oh, look at it. Oh, God. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's this? Where does that go? I don't know where that goes. Oh, in there, obviously. Woman. Look, it slides down. Isn't that cute? Got the little compartments in there. And, oh, it's got some bits and pieces in the drawer. But it didn't have anything in here. But fantastic. Love it. For that price, £3 for that. You can't go wrong. Oh my God, I tell you, some of the stuff was so tiny but so expensive. I nearly died when I looked at some of it. Managed to get this chair, which is a baby's high chair, and this was £1.50, and I wasn't going to knock it up because I could take that off and change it if I wanted to. But then in a vintage Victorian kitchen, that's fine, and put a little baby in it. Great. So I like that one for £1.50, and to buy them on the other stalls was between £10 and £15, so I got a real deal there. So I didn't mind spending a bit extra on the little pans and that, because I made it, you know, I didn't spend half as much as what I should have done on these. These were all from the charity section. I didn't even get them out, none of them. I didn't get any of them out. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's a drop leaf table, look. Oh, I'll do a nice table setting on that, can't I? So how do you keep the drop leaf table up there? Ah, now. Look at that. They pull out. I must remember that if I'm going to make something. Get an extended table. Little pull-outs, look. And I've run out of hinges. I need to buy some more hinges so I can make things like this myself. Thrilled with that, to be honest. And for £1.50, of course I'm thrilled. Of course I'm thrilled. That would have been about £15–20 that to buy new. So on top of that, I'll show you this one last, because I got 3 other boxes. And these were chairs. They were £2 for a pair. And I've picked the wrong colours up, but I got 2 and 2. So I'm not bothered about that. We can paint them, we can sort them out. And they were £2 for 2 chairs. Nothing wrong with them. Velvet, they don't need altering. I mean, I could paint them, yes. But the seats and that are perfect. So I'm not going to turn my nose up at those, ever. So that's that. And then I got this unit, which was £4. But it is a little unit I can put on the wall somewhere, maybe in a kitchen or something like that. I could take the doors off and use them elsewhere. You know, I probably would actually, because I don't like things closed in, because the idea of doing miniatures to me is to see what you're doing. So I probably will take the doors off and use them somewhere else so I can display things on there. I can even add to the unit. You know, I can put a top on here, put some arms on here, fancy ones, so that things can be used, a couple of shelving. Or I could stand that onto, like, make a unit for it to go onto and then paint the whole thing. So, thrilled at that. £4, still a bargain. Then I found this, which is that sticky back. I always try and get a sheet of this, because they do for kitchens and bathrooms and whatnot, and you can use them and make rugs out of them. So I didn't even want to bend it, but it'll go flat when it goes onto something. I'm going to try and keep that flat, so I'm going to flatten it again. So that's that. And it's like a velour. I'm going to show you the... No, I'll show you this first. Then I saw this. It was all one. I don't know where that's come from. I will find it. So that was on there, like that. That was on there, as you can see, like that. And then that was on there like that. And I thought, well, I can definitely use that. I mean, look, it looks like a pot pie, egg pie. So yeah, the table will come in handy. That I can take off and reuse. That is just one of those, you know, those you get your milk in, and she's used it for a coal bucket with coal in, and we sell the bags of coal for, don't forget, for miniatures. And that I did take off the wall because I want it for something else. It's going to go in a kitchen, but I love the set, and I've got some that'll match that as well. And all of this was £3. So what I'm going to do is to cut this off. Or I might, no, I'm going to take this off, this plinth, but I'm going to use that in a miniature. And do a different, I'm going to do like a mirror or something up there and put a shelf on it. But it's the Aga. Yeah, the little beads come off as well. And it's got a little grate, look. So, and I've just thought I could copy that easily. You know, do my own take on it. Because that is just, you know what you use in a headband? You know that headband, wavy? Or I could bend wire and then paint it all black. But I now know how to do that, which I didn't know how to do before. So yeah, that will get reused somewhere. And it's already got some pots with it as well. So that will probably all go together in a project. Now, the other thing I want to share, obviously, like I say, I bought those, is this book. So I'm just going to move that to one side. Open. I'll just drop the damn thing. Right, this book. All their books were £3. So no matter what book you got, they were £3. I'm sorry I didn't buy any more. But £3 for these. This was at the charity stall. Hardback books were £3. But it even gives you the scale of how to make things. So when I get the laser cutter, I just thought, look, I'll be able to scale it up and make my own things from it. Because that's the whole idea of the book, is that you can make your own. And I love that. And there's lots of different ideas. you know, for doing a room. Perfect. Love it. Fabulous book for £3. I'm just going to... Oh, God, look. You've got to nab these bargains while you can. But I'm just going to see... See, this is what I want, is you see when the floor... Let me just show you the floor. See the scales on the floor? So you get the little square and those. Well, with the laser cutter, I'll be able to do all of that, and you'll be able to do your miniatures. And that's how the floor looks, like that. But yeah, thrilled with it, absolutely. Construction. So, let me just say how much that book was to start with. They usually have a price on £25, $35. And I got it for £3, and I can't go wrong at that. So that's it. I'm absolutely thrilled with all my purchases. I'm going to put the video up shortly. Then I'm off to my granddaughter's and grandson, should I say, because I'm going to see my son, Gary, and his wife, Donna, and their little children. Go. We have peace here all the time. It's a little bit noisier in there now, so we go and have a couple of good hours with them. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Take care. Please make a comment. Please run along to the shop and purchase what you can, when you can. Because the money that's I'm collecting at the moment is, well, I'm just saving a little bit here and there to put towards buying the laser and buying the laser cutter and the 3D printer, because I think you'll all benefit from what I buy, okay? And you know, if you can, drop by the shop and nab what you can, because there's over 1,500 items on there, 1,535 items, something like that. And some beautiful laces, trims, beads, jewellery, you name it, we have it. And it enables me to save a little bit from that after replenishing the stock to buy these sort of things. But I don't really want to keep buying when I want to make. That's why I want the laser cutter. I mean, I can do your wooden tags and chipboard tags and all them kinds of things and kits instead of cutting them out by hand. So it's going to benefit all of us that craft. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. And thanks for dropping by. Go drop by the shop. Bye-bye for now.